Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and to another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about art supplies. And not just any art supplies, but art supplies for when you're on the go. I don't know what the hand gestures were for, but I've been traveling a lot kind of recently this year, and I do try to draw at cafes as much as I can, at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, just dependent on obviously my schedule and how busy I am, but I do go to cafes quite a lot. So I wanted to share the supplies and materials that I use and also include a giveaway. Woo! That's right, a giveaway. I don't know what I'm pointing at you, but very exciting stuff. So a company called Blippo reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a collab with them. And of course I said yes, because I was very excited, because they are an online store that sells a bunch of kawaii goods. And if you know me, I'm all about everything kawaii. Everything cutesy and sweet, and yeah. So if you're interested in learning more about Blippo, check out their Instagram or their website. They sell plushies, they sell stationery, accessory, bags, clothes, even candy and snacks. So if you're interested in all that stuff, like I am, check out their website. But recently they came out with their own merch and reached out to me to see if I wanted any of their new items, which was so kind and so thoughtful. They've just been so lovely to work with. So I was able to pick an item for myself, and I picked this guy right here. Look how cute. This is their smaller pencil case, and it just says Blippo on the back, and it has cute ice cream little dessert cuties on the front. So this was the item that I chose, and they have so graciously offered to give away one of their new items to one of my lucky viewers. So if you're interested in getting your very own pencil case or other items from their website, check the link down below. I believe they came out with a bigger pencil case, a backpack, I think a lunchbox, and I think a water bottle. It's their Blippo Harajuku line, and yeah, very, very cute stuff. So if you like kawaii things like I do, you'll definitely like their shop. Even if you're not interested in the merch, check out all the other things they got on there. They got a lot of Sanrio things on there, Sailor Moon things on there, just basically everything I love is on their website. So if you're like me, check them out. And if you're not like me, but know someone who's like me, also check them out, because it's a good place to buy some gifts for birthdays. I don't know. It's almost Christmas if you're Filipino. Definitely check them out. But yeah, thanks Blippo for hosting this little giveaway. I hope the winner, whoever you are, loves the item too. That being said, let's talk about the supplies that I bring with me to cafes and traveling and all that stuff. Okay, so here are basically the main things that I bring other than my iPad. I have my sketchbook, and this one is just Electrum. I don't know if there's a specific type. I like this because it's just pretty light, and I could do random sketches, I could write notes, I could do just a bunch of things in here. This is basically kind of like my ugly sketchbook, for lack of a better term. It's just all of my ideas. Of course, some of my sketches come out really pretty, like this one, or this one, but it's not ever really going to be a finished piece in the sketchbook, and that's why I always bring it to a cafe with me, just because it's kind of like my idea sketchbook. Here is the super cute Blippo pencil case. It's flat on one side, hard shell, and then the front is a little it's also hard shell, but it's puffy and it's very sturdy, so I could fit a lot of things in here. So let's just open and see. So I recently took this to a cafe and did some drawing there. At the time, I actually used my iPad more. It kind of just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm in the mood to do sketchy sketches in here, or sometimes I'm in the mood to do more finished drawings in my iPad, whatever I feel like doing. But this is everything that I brought with me that day. I wear glasses, so I bring a glasses cleaner. These are very old, kind of dirty AirPods. And then these are like the assortment of things that I bring if I'm planning on sketching in here. A lot of the times this changes. These are just like the things that I'm liking a lot right now. And yes, a lot of them are markers. So let's go through each one. So the first are these markers right here. These are called Dong A P&T Hexa Plus Fine Liners. I am pretty sure that I got these from my cousins in the Philippines. I have so many of these markers and I don't really recall buying them. So they have to have been gifts because I have like just a pencil case of markers from the National Bookstore in the Philippines, if you're familiar. And yeah, my cousins, Kobe's cousins, they brought them for me like years ago when I first met them. So I have two in my pencil case. I'm in like a blue and purple mood these days, but look how fine. I don't even know how to show this properly. This is how fine tip it is. See that? And they're really pretty colors. I just like how soft they are. I don't know, the colors are nice and vibrant. I do this thing where for my patrons, I have a $3 tier where I make stickers out of some of my sketches, and I think they turn out pretty nice when I do them in colors like this. Ta-da! See? Just super cute. Pretty magenta-y color. That's the purple, and the blue is also really nice too. The blue is actually kind of like a soft periwinkle, which I wasn't expecting just based off of the marker color itself on the outside, like the cap color. But yeah, I like to use this one too for sketches, for filling things in, for notes. Yeah. They also don't bleed through my sketchbooks. Like, you can see them because the paper weight itself is really thin, but the ink doesn't spill through on the other side. There's the two. And then I love Muji pens. Normally, I bring a 0.35, but this time I have a 0.5. You could tell how old this is just because how kind of gross the sticker is. But I have a ton of these Muji pens. Every time I go to Asia, I take some because all of the San Francisco Muji stores closed down in the pandemic, which was really sad. But I love the pens. So yeah, 0.5. I don't normally use because it's a little thicker. I like really fine tip things. I could, get down with a 0.5 if I want lines to be a little darker. But I don't know. I always just also like having black pens and black markers for outlining. Makes everything feel a little bit more graphic. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about Muji pens other than they're the best, but the 0.38 is literally the best one. And then I also have this pen. This is a Faber-Castell. It's called the Pitt Artist pen. This is just in black, and this is a size small, so I bought a pack that had small, medium, and large, and I kind of rotate between all of them. As you can see, I'm like really into very fine, thin line markers and pens right now. Kind of base my materials just on what I'm comfortable with at the moment. Like, sometimes I'm comfortable with only color pencils or only pens or only markers. Doing the same thing with different materials has different results. So that's why I like to mix it up and bring some options. With this 0.5 Muji pen, sometimes if I'm not careful, it'll smudge across the page. I like these Faber-Castell markers because they dry pretty quickly on the page and avoid like too many smudges. It's also a little more muted gray than the Muji pen. You could see the difference between the two. The Muji pen is like very dark black. I don't know, like an onyx black, and the Faber-Castell marker is a little more gray. So it's kind of like graphite in a way. But this is a good marker if I wanted to do like a doodle spread, which I've done in the past, just in other sketchbooks too. I really like this one. Then I have another marker. This one is just like a standard Papermate. These are called Flare M's. These are so old that like the words are coming off of it, but I use these ever since like middle school, and the way I discovered them was through like my teachers, because they use these pens to like grade papers. And I was a TA in 8th grade for a math teacher. And as a TA, you know, you grade other students' stuff. And she had like an assortment of these. And I don't know, I just liked how they wrote. Such an odd reason to like a pen. But I also like, in the same way that the Faber-Castell pens or marker dries quickly, so does this. Because, you know, you gotta grade papers quickly. And then it also covers a lot of surface too, because it's kind of thicker. I don't know if you could see that on the sides. I've worn this one down. I've bought so many packs of these. I have a red one, I have an orange one for some reason, and a black one. And I also just like how they write too, like the thickness of the line when you just write normally. I also like the color of this blue. I think it's like a nice pop. I do a lot of sketchbook spreads with this and create a lot of stickers for my patrons with like this type of look, just because I like how it's not bubblegum blue, but it feels like it's bubblegum blue, like a jawbreaker bubblegum blue, and that's why I like it. I like the color a lot. Okay, last thing on this side is just a pencil sharpener, because I do bring color pencils with me. I also had a charger in here, which I took out to charge. It fit like nicely, like one of those MagSafe iPhone chargers. I just put that back there. I don't know, this holds a lot of things. I was really surprised, but I like it a lot. As you can see, I also have some sunscreen. This is just a sunstick, the Beauty of Joseon sunstick. I really like skincare, and I want to protect my skin from the sun, so I keep sunscreen with me at all times. As everyone should. Don't forget to reapply, everyone. But let's talk about the color pencils that I use. I also like how in the pencil case, there's this mesh side as well. So I could put random bigger items in here if I wanted. And for some reason, that means the sunstick. But if I were to put more stationary items, it would definitely fit. This is a necessity for me, so I had to keep it in there. But back to the color pencils. Again, I'm in a magenta and blue mood, so I brought similar color pencils, and these are Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. These are my all-time favorite color pencils. I remember years ago I watched a Jacqueline DeLeon video. She is an artist who I've looked up to for a very long time, and she mentioned these color pencils, and I was like, oh, I'll try them out. And ever since, I haven't gone to any other brand of color pencil because they're just so nice and smooth. I tried Blackwing color pencils and I did not like them at all, but these guys are the best and my favorite. The first color, do they have color names on them? Oh, they do. This one is called Ultramarine Hell. Oh, sorry. This is called Light Ultramarine. And yeah, when I'm in a color pencil mood, I'm in a color pencil mood, and I will just sketch with color pencils. I think they're easier to erase if I make mistakes, easier to go over if I want to do some line art. But yeah, I just love the soft effect of color pencils. I don't even know if you can see it in the camera because it's so soft, but I'll get up close. I don't know if you could see that properly. Is it focusing on one over the other? Can you see that? It's just nice and pretty, and I recommend. I've tried these color pencils on a bunch of different types of paper too. Watercolor paper, cold press, warm press papers, even just like printer paper. They just have such a nice finish and touch to them that on any surface, whether it's a textured or smooth surface, they're just really nice and easy to control the opacity and blend in nicely, just based off of the pressure you put on the pencil. I love using magenta as like a sketch color. I think it's just pretty easy to see. Magenta and red I tend to normally do as my sketch colors on my watercolor paper if I'm going to paint something. Love these color pencils. Can't recommend them enough. Faber-Castells, everybody. Faber-Castells. Okay, the last two things in here are these brush tip markers. These are called Zig Brushables. Brush up on color. Do tend to sketch a lot of like greenery or foliage when I'm at cafes, just because when I can't think of something, I will just draw plants. It's my fallback, and so I bring a green with me just to fill in colors, but I'll still draw it in like this magenta, but the leaf shapes or leaves themselves will stay green, and then blue. I'm in a blue mood again, so, but it's actually two different colors. So one color is darker and one color is lighter. That's why I also like these pens. And surprisingly, they don't bleed onto the other side, which I really like. I'm always afraid that alcohol markers will just bleed right through these like soft electrum pages, but these don't. Are quite thick though, so that's why I use them to fill in things or make random shapes that I then turn into something else while sketching. I'm so sorry, I didn't add the sparkles to this one. It's gonna bother me if I don't. There you go. I will say that it's hard to do fine things with this, like a fine tip. But that's not why I use this. I use this to color in. And I have all the other fine tip markers to do some line art. This should be a lighter blue. Oh, very close to this like periwinkle color. Ooh, almost a complete match. But I just kind of layered that. Also, you could layer these to make them darker, which I like. I mean, technically you could do that to all pens, but this one seems to have more of a smooth transition. And these I bought from Blippo. Just felt like I needed some more markers, but you could see the difference in thickness of the line between this one and that one. And yeah, that's why I use these as fillers. You see the green. One green is obviously darker. Cute. But look how cute this green color is. It's just like a pretty, it feels like it's a leaf green color, so that's why I like bringing these around. So the blue 301, it says splash if you're interested in that, and then this one says spring green. Color here is like very similar to the other green, it's just a tad brighter. And then again, sometimes I use one green over the other, mostly for filling stuff in. Ta-da! Not bad, not bad. Pretty cute. Let me try to get all of them in frame. So these are all of the, I was gonna say ingredients. These are all of the materials that I use. All of the stationery stuff, the pens, the markers that I use. Yes, this is the pencil case that Blippo so kindly sent me. So again, if you're interested in getting one of these or any of the other Blippo merch, check the link in my description. Very excited, very exciting things. Everything is just so cute and kawaii. You could also double up one of these guys. I like to put this one down here, just so it's there. I might keep these out just because I don't use them at home. But I'll keep this in here. And I'll put this here because I close it this way. And then it just goes directly into my bag with this and my iPad. So normally I would just bring a pencil case with my supplies, my sketchbook, and my iPad to a coffee shop. And then it kind of depends on my mood, whether I use one or the other. Like I said, in these clips, you'll see that I was mainly focused on using my iPad because I just felt like finishing up a drawing in here that I had. So yeah. Sometimes, though, I will bring this sketchbook, and this is my nicer sketchbook, I guess you could say. This is a moleskin sketchbook. It has thicker pages, and oh, here's an example of a spread that I made with the Faber-Castell marker. So things like this I did in a cafe. Yeah, this is the Papermate Blue. I like the contrast in here. Sometimes I have more thought out stuff. This was a nice pen that I got from just like a kawaii store. It was a Karopi pen and I used it so much that it was out. This is a purple pen too, and then that same Karopi pen. This I'll bring too sometimes because it's more of the fleshed out ideas. Oh, and I drew some stuff in here from my trip to Paris, like random sketchbook travel stuff. This just has thicker paper, which is really nice. So if I ever wanted to like go in and fully color something and scan it, then I could do that with these sketches. Or if I just wanted to make like a full spread, because in this, since the pages are so thick, you can't see the drawings from the other page, if that makes sense. To show what I'm talking about, like there's no overlap in the back that like you could see. It's hard to show here. I gotta find a good page where you could see what I did on the opposite side, because these pages are so thin. Sometimes I'll bring this one, but I haven't been bringing it recently because I've been drawing a bit in my iPad. It's kind of like this combination. Dependent on my mood. Everything is dependent on my mood. It's either all three of these with a pencil case, or it's just these two sketchbooks with a pencil case, or these two with a pencil case. Why does that matter? It doesn't. But these are just the materials that I've been using. Yeah. So that is pretty much everything that I bring to cafes to travel with when I want to draw like out in the world. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, found it helpful. I'll have links to the stuff that I use down below if I can find the links, because you know, some of the stuff I got as gifts, but a Google search is a Google search, so I'll definitely try to find all of the items that I use and link it down below. Again, the giveaway is also linked down below as well. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing these like more short form videos. If you follow my channel, you know that the majority of my videos are vlogs, but I want to start doing more, I guess you could say they're informational videos, like what art supplies I use. Do want to do like a sticker video, like how I make stickers for my shop and things like that. So if you're interested in all of that, let me know, and make sure to subscribe so you can stay updated with me. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!